You've most likely heard the word nightmare before. You've probably even had one. Unfortunately, we can't stop them from happening, but what we can do is help ourselves to cope with the emotions that we may feel because of them. The aim of this video is to empower you to be able to manage those feelings the next time a nightmare comes along. So what are nightmares? Well, we can think of them as scary or distressing versions of a dream that we may be having during sleep. They will often involve places or things that we do not like and lead us to wake up feeling upset or fearful. When we have a nightmare, we may feel powerless, but one of the first things to understand is that we are the ones in charge of our brains. Nightmares are believed to sometimes be the results of times when we may be worried or going through a change in our life. This can often lead to catastrophic thinking, expecting the worst to happen and underestimating our ability to cope. Nightmares may turn safe spaces into places that no longer feel that way. When you recognize a nightmare you are having, start to try and recognize any worries that you have and test them out in the real world. If you manage to find that the thing that your brain is making scary in the night is not something to be scared of, it can help to calm down the worrying parts of the brain. If you are having nightmares, it is good to talk about them. Find that person in your life that you feel you can trust and you are happy to open up to in an honest way. Even just talking about our nightmares can help to make them feel less scary. If someone is talking to you about their nightmare, help them by showing empathy and recognizing their emotions rather than challenging them with why questions. Really think about when you might have this conversation. Don't rush it. Find a time when you'll be able to talk without a time pressure. You may also want to think about your bedroom environment. Are you sleeping in a place that feels relaxing? Anything that you can introduce to your nighttime routine to help you feel calm will help with your quality of rest. Try to think about what in the nightmare is making you scared. Is the nightmare something you believe will happen? By doing this, you can help to teach your brain that what it is bringing up isn't true. For example, if you are having a nightmare about a monster under your bed, test that theory. Is there one under there? The more you challenge your brain, the more you can work towards reducing the intensity of any nightmare you may have. Finally, think about the ways the nightmare could end, but in a positive way. Are you being chased by a monster? Well, maybe that monster doesn't realize that you have superpowers. Maybe you're the one in charge, not them. Whatever the nightmare, it is good to be open and honest with the people around you who can support you. Start to recognize worries in your day-to-day life and introduce strategies to help you to cope with them. Remember, you don't have to do it alone.